I would actually have to start from electronics. So where does it come from? So like if we think about our computer today, like everyone uses a computer, and we all
Yes.
know that if it after working for some time, the computer or laptop just starts to generate a lot of heat.
Yes.
And the reason we cannot make our computer more efficient and do computation more like faster, why each of our laptop is not a supercomputer by itself,
Oh.
is this heat generation. So that's the major problem. Because if we want to have the capabilities of a supercomputer in the form of a laptop, it will basically generate so much heat
Yes.
that it will just burn our, like we cannot hold it with our hand, and the heat generated will basically melt all the metal interconnects and all the devices. So the transistors, which are the switches in the computers, cannot basically resist that heat. So my PhD work basically had been to lower this heat generation and develop extremely low power computers. And as I said, that the reason I got interested in the brain is because you can think of brain
Low
as a
power.
low computer. So when the brain works, it takes about 20 watts of power, which is similar to a mere light bulb.
That is a
Light
very
bulb.
low power.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the same computations, if the brain does, it will take about a million times. Sorry, if the same computation, if a conventional computer does, if
Oh.
we say if we have if we build a computer which will equal to which can equal the brain in its computational ability, it will take about a million times more power.
Oh, great. Got it.
So that means Mother Nature has built this brain in such a way, such an intricate way, that is able to handle this much computation, but
Low
contain
power.
very low power.
It's
But
amazing.
right now we understand very less about the brain. Like we have almost like very very less knowledge as to how the brain works. And so one way to understand the brain and would be to, if you want to know the biomolecular structure, and also how this structure leads to functionality of the brain.
Okay.
And if we can record the activity of the brain, like each of the computational elements in the brain is called a neuron. And if
Yes.
we measure the activity of the neurons with high precision, right, then
Okay.
it will tell us, clues about, the neuronal information coding. So, but there are, in our brain, there are like, 100 billion neurons. This is
Okay.
very difficult to measure this activity at a single neuron level, but also 100 billion neurons at the same time. So the idea is, can we really build low power electronics which will be able to say record and sense this activity of neurons, and they can be of the size of the neuron, which is few microns in size, but low power enough that they do not burn the brain tissue.
Yeah, that's
So,
important.
so that's how this low power electronics, which we were thinking initially to lower the power of computers, can actually help us to also understand the brain. So, and
Okay.
then later on, the idea is that when we have a better understanding of the brain, we can say take up some of the principles of brain computation and incorporate
Amazing.
them to the electronics as well. There is a synergistic relationship. So you can use the electronics to understand the brain, and the understanding of the brain can help to build
Love.
better.
Okay, so you are replicating the functioning of brain to our daily life of electronics.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
present, no. At present, the idea is to understand the brain better.
Okay.
So now I'm trying to develop electronics which will be of the size of the neurons. Like we are planning to build nano computers which can either sit on the surface of the cell or can
Oh,
go inside a cell like a neuron and measure its activity. Like there are potential changes in the neurons when the neurons, want to talk to another neuron. So the
hmm.
idea is to measure the activity of neurons at a single neuron level, but also at a large scale. Like ideally, would like to measure millions and billions of neurons at the same time.
I think it's a really challenging and very surprising and amazing field, and lot of thing has to explore in this field because two neurons are communicating with each other with the low computing nano computer inside them.